Back in 2012, when the aliens landed on Earth in the rebooted turn-based strategy game Xcom Enemy Unknown, it was up to you, Commander, to unite the people, gather troops, build your base, and fight off these invading extraterrestrial forces. Frank here, the red tie guy, and many newcomers to the Xcom franchise found the game to be a bit intimidating because you could easily put in 10 to 15 hours and lose the game, which meant you'd have to restart the campaign entirely to rethink your strategies. But that was why the game was so enjoyable. Xcom 2 takes place 20 years after Enemy Unknown and places you in command once again, but this time you lead the resistance as they rise up against the Advent, an alien regime that has governed the Earth for 20 years. Wait. So I spent all that time in Xcom Enemy Unknown to win, only for Xcom 2 to tell me that I actually lost? Yeah, pretty much. The game quickly establishes that when Xcom fell, the aliens struck a treaty with the humans which formed some sort of alien-human coalition government. On the surface, everything seems to be going fine. Aliens and humans live side by side in a mutual, thriving coexistence, but behind the curtains, there seems to be a more sinister and ulterior motive of our new alien friends. After 20 years in an alien prison, you're broken out for one more job, leading humanity into battle to take back Earth. The story might sound like a typical sci-fi cliche which has been seen in countless movies and other video games, but Xcom 2 morphs it so well into the game that you barely notice it. Just like its predecessor, you command a base, but this time it's a mobile base called the Avenger. It functions similarly to the previous Xcom's underground base, using an ant farm-like interior to harbor all of its facilities. However, since it's a converted alien supply craft, the Avenger can easily travel across the planet instead of being confined to a single location, thus allowing it to scan a certain area or deploy a squad aboard the Sky Ranger. Throughout the game, you are presented with a series of cutscenes that progresses the storyline, where you'll meet a returning character, Central Officer Bradford, who refused the alien administration and went into hiding. On the Avenger, you also meet the supporting staff Dr. Richard Tigan, who replaces the missing Dr. Valen, and Chief Engineer Lily Shen, who is the daughter of the deceased Dr. Raymond Shen, with whom you dealt with in the previous Xcom game. Unfortunately, their stories aren't that compelling, and you feel more connected to each individual soldier you lead into missions, as they're the ones you'll be spending the most time with. Naming your soldiers, seeing them grow over missions, you grow fond of them, and you become concerned for their well-being, as they're always one turn away from possibly ending up on the memorial wall. You'll easily sacrifice a rookie who you care nothing for in order to save a soldier that has been with you for dozens of missions, and it's absolutely heartbreaking to see one of your top soldiers frequently avoiding death, only to die on the last minute because of an 85% shot that missed. The sound design of Xcom 2 is fantastic, and the game does a great job of changing up the soundtracks as the battle becomes more intense. The environmental effects blend well with a mixture of footsteps, birds chirping in the back, and weapon noises mixed in with the death of what will probably be your squad. There is an eerie, satisfying feeling with everything being quiet and calm the one moment, only to turn into chaotic mess on the next turn. The voice acting, although a bit cheesy, is done very well, from the characters in the cutscenes to your soldiers screaming on the battlefield, and even Agent 47 makes a return. Onto the gameplay. If you're familiar with Xcom Enemy Unknown, then you'll find that Xcom 2 plays very similar aside from a few changes. For newcomers to the franchise, Xcom 2 is a turn-based strategy game, and as the leader of the new resistance, you'll constantly make decisions in your new mobile base, such as researching new alien technology recovered and using that technology to upgrade weapons and armor to your squad. You'll also be building new facilities in your base, which allows you to train your soldiers and equip them to send them off in the battlefield. You can also modify weapons, change weapon skins, armor skins, as well as modify soldier appearances, and you can easily lose hours on just doing that. You'll have a variety of missions to complete, such as hijacking or just killing every alien on the mission, or both, within a certain time limit of course. During combat, you'll control a variety of soldier classes, each with unique abilities and weapons. If you move a soldier into the blue zone, you'll have one more turn left. You can also move a unit a little bit further into the yellow zone, but that will cause your unit to end their turn. You can also climb up or down walls and rooftops using ladders and poles, so there are many ways to approach missions, as maps are procedurally generated, meaning that no two maps are the same. Before you make a shot, you press the right trigger on Xbox One to open a menu which allows you to see the success percentage based on an enemy's location. You can also put your soldier in Overwatch, which allows them to fire back if an enemy moves into their line of sight. You can also hunker down, reload, use an item, or use your soldier's special ability. Once you complete a mission, your soldier can earn a promotion which grants them new class abilities such as using grenade launchers, swords, or hacking. Graphically, the game is impressive and does a great job in making the aliens look and feel believable. Aside from a few texture pop-ins, the characters are detailed and each weapon are visually unique. It mixes well with making it feel new yet familiar to the previous Xcom games. Playing it on Xbox One, it did perform better than when I played it on PC, but I do not have the best system out there, so from my opinion it did run smoother on the consoles aside from a few frame rate issues. Multiplayer also makes a comeback in the form of online one-on-one, but it is easily forgettable. With modding being the main focus of XCOM 2 when it was originally announced, I was surprised to see that it is missing on the console version. Only time will tell if a future update will bring mod support to the consoles, but for now, only the PC version has mod support. There are also a host of DLC out for XCOM 2 at this moment. Anarchy's Children, which basically just adds a ton of new cosmetic options, Alien Hunters, that adds new aliens in the form of bosses, essentially stronger versions of current aliens as well as alien trophies, and Shen's Last Gift, which in my opinion is the best of the bunch and adds a new soldier in the form of a mech, alongside new story content. All of this DLC can be purchased separately or bundled together in the reinforcement pack. You can also purchase the digital deluxe edition, which included everything, but it is rather disappointing that the disc version on the consoles do not include any of the DLC, seeing as the game has been out on PC for over 7 months now. Is the game fun? Yes, it is a lot of fun, no matter how many times you replay this game. There is just something satisfying about seeing your soldier hunt down the aliens, especially if there is that one specific alien who has been giving your squad hell throughout the whole mission. For an XCOM veteran such as myself, it will easily take me around 25 to 35 hours to complete with a lot of replay value, and that is excluding all of the DLC and time spent customizing your soldiers. If you're an XCOM fan, then you probably already own this game. For newcomers to XCOM, be aware that this is a difficult game and it will easily take you around 30 to 50 hours to complete with a ton of replay value. Usually I rate games at a buy at full price, wait for a discount, look in the bargain bin, or rather avoid rating, and I would say that XCOM 2 on Xbox One and PlayStation 4 is definitely worth buying at a full price. If you've played this game extensively on PC like I have and are looking to dive back in on the console hoping for a fresh new experience, you'll be left disappointed. In fact, with no modding support yet, you might find that the PC version is the superior version of XCOM 2. For more on XCOM 2 and especially XCOM 2 mods, have a look at my channel and be sure to click that subscribe button if you enjoyed this review. If you liked this video, then give me a thumbs up. If you dislike it, then give me a thumbs down, but please tell me why so I can improve my videos. My name is Frank, I am the Red Tie Guy, and frankly, thank you for watching. Catch you guys in the next video.